afternoon. My name is Ginger, my page Glitzy Creations by Ginger. Thank you so much for joining me today in my segment with the Friday's Fabulous Fakers. Gosh, I forgot what day it was. It is Friday, guys. So happy to be here. Sorry, I am a few minutes late. I have my 3 granddaughters. We had a sleepover last night, and my they all go down for a nap between like 1:10. So I had them all ready to go so that Travis could put them down, had diapers changed, and then my sweet little granddaughter, who's 2, she says, "Gigi, will you lay down with me?" And I was like, my heart melted. And I was like, of course I'll lay down with you, sweetheart. So she wanted Gigi to put her down for a nap. I'm not seeing any comments. So my guess is that we're having trouble again with comments. I've had the last few times that I've been live, I have not seen comments. So let's, my name is Ginger, my page is Glitzy Creations. Okay, so here we are. Hi, Charlene and Janice. Hey, AAA. Hey. Hi, hola, Eliza. Hi, Alyssa and Shelby. Comments are not working. Comments are not working. They're working on this device when I'm kind of watching the delayed replay, but they're not working on my live device. Hey, Jolene. Hey, Nikki. Hi, Janice and Amanda. Thank you, Alyssa. Okay, so today we're going to wait for our wonderful friend Sam. We are celebrating Sam with Tomei's Crafting Corner today. It is her birthday. Hello, Lydia. Wepa. Okay. Hey, there she is. Sam is here. Okay, I've been waiting. Well, I mean, I just got on. You've probably been waiting for me. So, without further ado, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sam. Happy birthday to you. I hope that all of your birthday wishes come true. I hope that you are celebrated and feel loved and cherished for the amazing friend, creator, there are a few people in this world that I can say truly have a heart to help others, and definitely Sam is one of them. We can always count on Sam to chime in and help us out when we're live and we're not sure what's going on. But even behind the scenes, y'all, she is like such, she's just somebody you can always count on. She's steady and steadfast and just absolutely an amazing friend, an amazing creator. She makes me want to be a better person, and I am just so glad that we get to celebrate her today. So I hope that you have a fantastic day. Now, let me go back and see any comments that I missed while I was singing and saying happy birthday. Yes, she is loved and cherished. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Albert. Okay, so I'm going to wear my little headband, my happy birthday headband. You probably can't see it because it's backwards. And we're going to be doing a birthday cake. Now, if I was a really great friend, this birthday cake would be green, but it's not going to be green. We are making a sweet treats cake. So a little bit of a backstory. I have a little hack that I have done for years and years and years. I mean, since my kids were little, I would get a very large sheet cake from Costco. And because we've always had birthday parties that had tons and tons and tons of people, so I needed a big cake to feed a lot of people, but I wanted it to be somewhat semi-custom. So I would always make a topper out of something else. So I used to do like floral foam, and I would cover it and I would spackle it. And then I would put flowers in it, or we did a masquerade theme and we put masquerade masks out of it. So this is a cake topper that I'm going to be making for my granddaughter's first birthday party. She will be 1 year old. Her birthday party's in a month, but she'll be a year on the 12th. So in like 2 more weeks. You are welcome, Sam. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. You are amazing. So, and her birthday theme is She's a Sweet One. So I'm really excited about that. I don't know if I convinced my daughter to do that or she just thought it might be good because I have all of the decorations already done. So what we're going to do is normally I would have this cut with my rotary cutter on my mat. I did not do that ahead of time because I was putting babies down for naps. I really wish my comments would show straight ahead. I hate having to look down. Hi, Leanne. Hi, Amanda. Hello, Cultivating Keepsakes. Hi, Brandy. So what we're going to do, there's actually there's still a few little coffee grounds in here. And of course, I took the baby wipes into the other room to use them on my granddaughter. So let me go ahead and wipe this because now I've got a few little coffee grounds from my coffee can. So I like to make cakes out of large coffee cans that I get from Costco. We have been up since 5 a.m., well, 5:36, playing with clay. My granddaughters love to play with clay. Okay, let's wipe this out. Did I? Ginge. So today, my dear friend Teresa with Flowertown Crafts was amazing enough to switch with me. So my grandson, he's 3 and he plays like a little soccer skills thing. Hello, Maricela. How are you, my dear? And it's every Friday at 3:30, right during my live. So one time I switched and then it got rained out. So he only has 1 more week. And I really, really wanted to watch him play or run around. So Teresa was sweet enough to trade with me so that I could be done. And yeah, AAA, I was worried when Faith said, Gigi, will you sleep with me? I thought, oh my gosh, I might lay down with her and fall asleep. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is I'm taking my glitter foam sheet. I'm doing fantastic. I know, I'm trying to catch up. So I was out of town last week, so I'm behind watching all my friends. This week, I'm like catching up with my life. So I have been, like I had not slept in. I mean, I got up at like 6, but by then Shelby is already done. So I feel like I'm just trying to catch up with what all my friends are doing and making. Okay. So the color scheme of this cake, hi Amanda, is going to be, normally I would cut this with my rotary cutter, but we don't have that ability right now. So the color scheme of this cake is going to be like, excuse me, all of like the sherbet sherbet pastels. So mint green, lavender, pink, light blue. We did make this little twisty the other day to go on the cake. Hey, Jan. So let's get this show on the road. The nice thing about, and you can use styrofoam. I just happen to have these really great coffee cans that I love to use. So what we're going to do is we're just going to hot glue So the nice thing about this is that you don't need to wait for any of your clay to dry. It just rolls right on. Hi Janice, how are you? Are you thinking you might start going a few times in the evening, Shelby? How amazing would that be? Hi, Connie. Okay, we will trim that back a little later. So look, our it's already done. Now, I am trying to decide, so the top of my cake, I should probably go ahead and cut this out. So we're just gonna we're gonna trace our circle top. If I miss comments, I am so sorry. I'm trying to look at my camera, but then see comments which are, you know, down in front of me. So you're really not even going to see this top. Ooh, that is fun. I know we've been playing with clay. We started watching Andrea this morning. We were playing with clay. Rory made a snowman. Faith made an ice cream cone that she pretended to eat. Yay! Oh my gosh, Shelby, I'm going to have to go back. I'm going to have to go back and watch. I mean, I usually always do. Okay, I don't need the center. So I'm going to cut it out and then we will make a, like a fortune cookie out of the center. A small little fortune cookie. Because what we're going to do, I'll use this for making a fortune cookie later. We're gonna put our top, let's glue this on. So because this is metal, you can either, I always like to put half of a styrofoam ball on top so that I have something to stick all of my, my sweet treats in. But we're going to cover, see, so I cut that out to save that. We're going to make a, if I have a chance today, we'll make a little small fortune cookie for the top of this. Because it's going to be covered in all kinds of sweet treats. So our lineup today started with, of course, Miss Shelby with Designs by T-Rex. We have a quick half an hour, I think it's a half hour, an hour break. And then the Crafty Mama Bear comes on at 8:30. Sam with Kome's Crafting Corner comes on at 10. Cece with Dragonflies and Hearts comes on at 11. Nikki B with Beyond Bakes comes on at 12:30. And then I'm on at 2, and Teresa with Flowertown Crafts is going to be on today in my spot at 3:30. And then I believe Carly is out of town and not joining us this week. I should have done this ruffle first. Okay, so I'm gonna put a ruffle along the bottom. Now I have this ribbon that I got from Sam's Club, and it has all of these little sweet treats, cakes, macarons, and we're gonna do a ruffle along the bottom. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it under once and then twice. And you can do this one of two ways. You can either pull on the wire and make a ruffle, or you can pleat it, which is what we're gonna do today. So basically what I'm gonna do is every inch or so, I am just gonna fold it over on itself. And then add a tiny, ever so tiny dot, stupid thing, of hot glue. Yes, that would be so cute. I will do that, Albert. And then I don't know if any of y'all have seen, so my sweet friend Jamie with Glam Candy Boutique, she did a tutorial where she took those Hobby Lobby like big letters and put frosting on them and cabochons and spelled out her daughter's name. So I'm going to do a small mini version, and we're going to put that Zoe on the front of this. We'll see if we get to that today. Highly doubt it. Hi, Sam. This is probably going to be a 2 Friday cake because we have a lot. Hey, Manny. Hola, hola. How are you, my friend? So we're just making these little pleats. Ooh, that's hot. Hot glue, hot. So we've had a fantastic day. We've been swimming, playing clay, doing crafts, had a great time with my granddaughters. I wish they were staying longer, but my daughter only needed one night. Her, one of her good friends had a baby, and her husband, she just had a baby this week, and her husband doesn't get any paternity leave. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Melissa. So my daughter's like, I can't imagine not having help because, you know, myself and then her mother-in-law were obviously there for, you know, weeks helping her, and her husband had some time off. So she's like, I really want to go help my friend, but, you know, I can't help my friend unless you take the girls, which of course you don't have to ask me twice or twist my arm. And then she's like, well, and if I brought him over the night before, we could go on a date. So they had a fun date night. My daughter got to sleep in, get her nails done, all that fun stuff that you don't necessarily get to do when you've got little ones. They went to a fancy dinner. Hi, Holly, how are you? So again, we're just pleating this ribbon, kind of making it an accordion, and then it's gonna just stand out nicely. Oh, wow. That is cool, Maureen. That is really cool. I might have to do that for my grandsons. I'm sure they love Legos. That would be really fun. I know, Peggy, isn't this ribbon great? I love this ribbon. Okay, let's see if we have enough. And then all you have to do, which like I said, I shouldn't have put this down first. Can I pop this in? No. Just gonna have to hold on to it. And we're just gonna glue it all along this edge. Jan, Facebook really wants me to know that you are watching. So it is quicker if you just gather this and make it a ruffle, but I wanted that pleated look for this design. Don't ask me why. Hi, Tisha. How are you today? Hello, hello. Hi, Mia. How are you? Good afternoon. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Melissa. Okay, just a few more pleats. So look how cute that's turning out already. This adorable ruffle. Thank you for the prayers, Tisha. We certainly appreciate them. Got hot glue everywhere. Probably need a few more pleats. This comment thing is really starting to bother me with Facebook, y'all. It is not fair. Hi, Hazel. How are you? Yay, that is enough. Hey, bestie. So I was at 7 o'clock every Thursday night, my alarm goes off and it says, Raymond Bestie Flocktail Hour. And it seems that every Thursday night I have to end up watching the replay at like 9 o'clock. Last night we had our granddaughters over, so we had bedtime. But I did get to watch your amazing macaron. That was so fun. It's somewhat similar to how I make them, a little different, which is great because we all get to bring a little different twist. Okay, I think I don't need that last ruffle. But I loved it. I loved you using that flag. That was great. Okay. Step 3. Hi, Sharon. Done. So we covered our can with the lavender glitter foam sheet. We now have our ruffle along the bottom. We've covered our top, and now we have our styrofoam ball. So the one thing that I want to do, we're going to start making all the sweet treats that are going to come like popping out. I don't even know how I'm going to fit all the stuff that I want to fit on here. This is probably going to just have stuff tucked all underneath it. But what I want to do now, let me make sure we have our back, is I want to cover this base. But hey, Teresa, thank you so much. Thank you for trading with me today so that I could go watch Luke's game. It's not really even a game. It's skills. So I certainly appreciate it. But now let me we're going to cover this in some faux cotton candy because our inspiration, now this fabric has a little bit more like red in it than I would have liked, but this is going to be the table runner. So there's cotton candy in that, and I want to put some cotton candy in this. Now, y'all, I don't know, my Joann's is going to close on Monday. I just got these rolling things. Here, I'm going to show you. I got these rolling racks for $35 each one. They tuck under my table. They take up no room, and now I have got 36 drawers, and they roll so I can still get to underneath my table. I am so thrilled and so excited. I feel like it was just life-changing. But now what we're going to do is we're going to get our... Okay, so if you're smart, you get this faux cotton candy. It's really like Easter grass from Hobby Lobby at the end of the season. So we're going to cover our foam ball with some cotton candy. Let's take the pink out. I probably don't need all of this. Let's start with half. And y'all, this does look just like spun cotton candy. Okay, so we're just going to make sure that this covers. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to have so many sweet treats on this. Probably even get away with a little bit less. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to kind of push it together and make it into one sheet that then we can lay over the top. So I'm going to kind of start to work these together, connect them. So that it all looks like one spun, hi Brenda, piece of cotton candy. Oh, that is the alarm for me to get ready for my regular live. Every Friday, 30 minutes before 3 o'clock. So 2:30. Actually, no. What time is it? What did that? Oh yeah. Sorry. I'm still Eastern and Central. I'm like smarter than having that trip me up. But every week. Okay. Okay, so now all we need is a tad of hot glue to glue down our cotton candy. Hello, Margarita. Yes. Yeah, yes, like I can see the time. It threw me because I'm at a different time right now. Okay, so there we go. There is the cover to our styrofoam ball. I am doing great, Heidi. So fantastic. Okay, let's see. Oh, yay. I love when that happens. Oh, thank you, Jesus. I was looking for something. I opened the drawer and it was just right there. I love when that happens. Okay, so we're going to take, I have this dollop. I just call it a dollop. It's a swirl. Could be like a meringue, little mold. So we're going to bring that all along this bottom layer of our cake. So we're going to make a couple in a couple of different colors. So I'm just going to take a little bit of coconut oil. I wonder if my husband, I did not grab my water and I am like dying of thirst. Hey, sweetie, could you bring me my water, please? Hopefully he gets it. Okay, then I'm gonna get some lavender. This has been preconditioned by my sweet granddaughters. They've been playing with clay this morning, so this pretty much is ready to go. Debbie, how are you, my dear? So good to see you. Okay, they have, like I said, my granddaughters already preconditioned this. So we're just gonna roll it into a little ball. Where did I? Oh, my husband. We're both on a, I wouldn't say a weight loss journey, although I'm hoping that that's how it works. I think I have shared some of my, you know, now that I'm in my early 50s. Okay, so I just give it a good hard push. Push it down on the table. And then because I oiled it up, it should pop right out. We're lucky. Yes. So, yeah, you can push this back under. I had to get under there. So I only hid my chocolate. There was 5 that were left here. I saw 2 on top of the microwave. So I hid my 2 pieces because there was only 2 left, and she left 5. So I don't know who else would have eaten the other 3.
Somebody must have broken in.
Somebody broke in. Someone broke in and ate the chocolate. Trav, you can have 1 of the 2.
Where?
It's underneath the microwave in the drawer, hidden behind the tea bags.
Okay.
So we had friends over the other night, and they brought some chocolate. And when it was time for, she had this bag, and when she left us 5 pieces of chocolate, and it was put on top of the microwave. Thank you for sharing, Rita. So the next morning, I get up, there's only 2 pieces of chocolate. I don't know who ate the 3 pieces of chocolate overnight, but there was only 2 pieces. So I'm like, oh my gosh, my husband's gonna eat these, and I'm trying to save him from eating all the chocolate. So I hid them. And just now, when I asked him to bring me my water, he said, "Where did you hide the chocolate?" I know. Well, we're both really good as long as it's not in the house. If it's in the house, so we don't buy it. We've done really, really well. He's actually lost like 28 pounds in a month. He's done really good. I've been intermittent fasting and taking, oh, I forgot to drink it today. There's a, it's called Brazilian, it's a drink that my daughter turned me on to. It's called Brazilian Manjaro. And it's like apple cider vinegar and this special blended tea and ground, like fresh ginger, lemon. And I boil up a pot. It lasts me for about 5 days. And so I drink it every day. And I'm down, I mean, not as much as my husband, but 7 pounds in a month, which is a good direction for me, heading down and not up. But so we're both good as long as it's not in the house. But man, when that stuff is in the house, it's hard to resist. Hi, Amanda. Okay, so we've got some purple. Let's do some blue. This feels pretty conditioned as well. Hi, Maureen. You know what? Let's put a little bit more oil in there. So in the winter, my coconut oil, it's chillier out here and it solidifies, but it's nice in the summer. It just stays nice and ready to go. So I decided, since he brought me my water, that was so kind of him, that I should share at least one of my 2 pieces of chocolate. Plus, he likes chocolate a lot more than me. Hey, hey, Tina. How are you? So these are going to go in order. I'm going to use up, I had this clay from when I made this. Yes, I gave him the chocolate. I did. I told him where I hid it. So underneath our microwave, we have a drawer. Yeah, I don't really love white chocolate, but I'm not a huge chocolate fan either. Like, I like it. Oh, okay. Let me tell you about the coffee. So we have this drawer. Okay, this needs more oil. Underneath our microwave where I keep like my coffee, tea bags, my vitamins, because it's right like in the morning when I'm making my coffee. So the chocolate that she left us was like these little squares, and it fit perfectly in between the tea bags. I'm like, he'll never find this chocolate here. But so I'm on a coffee. I would go through. Wow, that's amazing, Sam. But let me tell you about the coffee thing. I drink coffee religiously every morning. I don't know that I've ever missed in like 18 years. Every single morning. There is no way I'm going to not have my coffee. So, but I drink way too much creamer, way too much. I would go through a 32-ounce thing of hazelnut creamer a week. Lots and lots of creamer in my coffee. And, yeah, so like if I don't have it by about 10 o'clock, a few days that I haven't had coffee by then, you know, I've got the withdrawal headache and it's just not worth it. But I'm like, I'm probably consuming I know I am, that if I could even just cut down on the coffee creamer, that I would probably, even in doing nothing else, lose some pounds for sure. So your taste buds regenerate every 14 days. So if you can retrain your taste buds in 14 days, you can change your palate. At least that's what I heard. So then I started intermittent fasting, and the coffee is fine, but the creamer would cause me to break my fast. So I've been intermittent fasting for like a month. And I started by using, but you can use 2 tablespoons of heavy cream. So I started the first week just drinking less coffee. I realized that the dopamine hit that I got from the coffee was in that first cup, sitting down, holding my coffee mug, waking up early, the quiet, the warmth, the taste was usually the first half a cup. And then it just became like, okay, I'm just drinking the rest of my coffee. But yes, it is hot chocolate. My coffee looks like hot chocolate. So then I started just drinking a little bit of less coffee. I only had 1 big cup instead of 2 big cups. So that already started to cut down, and I didn't notice any headaches or anything. So then the next week, you can have full heavy whipping cream up to 2 tablespoons and not have it break your fast. So then I just started, I would put a splash of hazelnut creamer, 2 tablespoons of regular heavy whipping cream. See, I can't do sugar-free. I cannot do sugar-free. I don't like the taste of it. I don't like the thought of having yet another chemical inside my body. So I'm just going to have to drink less of it. But Sam, just like you, I started drinking coffee when I was 35 years old. I never had a cup of coffee before I turned 35. I stayed with a friend and she had made coffee and I was like, no, thank you. And then she's like, but have you ever had it with hazelnut creamer? And I was like, no. And oh my gosh, I was addicted. So now I've had this 18-year-long addiction with hazelnut creamer. But anyway, so I have now trained my taste buds, and I never, ever, ever thought in a million years that I would ever drink a cup of coffee without flavored creamer in it. Never. I mean, I take it on vacation with us, but I have trained myself to now, no sugar. I put some coconut oil in it. So anyway, 3 cups of coffee. Yeah, so I drink a lot of water. So here's our little swirly twirlies that we're going to put at the bottom. What time is it? Oh, I've got 15 minutes. So I have trained myself, and that, yeah, I'm, wow, Jan. Yeah, that is later to be starting a habit like that. But I do enjoy it. I enjoy the ritual of it. I enjoy picking out my coffee mug every morning. My husband says that to watch me drink coffee in the morning, which he's never up that early to watch me, but he says it looks like I'm making out with my coffee mug. And it's probably a little bit of truth. I love picking the mug. I love holding the handle. I love smelling the coffee. I feel like, I don't know, maybe when I laid down with Sweet Faith, she smeared my eye. Okay, we got 2 more of these to make. And then they are going to go all the way along the bottom edge. Oh, wow. That's terrible. Okay. We've got our little swirly whirlies. Yes. Yes, Jan, you know it. It does. Like I only buy mugs that my hand can go through like this, or like if I hold it, that the handle feels like really sexy. I don't know what other word to use, but yes, I literally caress my coffee mug. Okay, we'll see if this is going to be enough. What did Albert? Yeah, I am in my pajamas. I don't even bother getting dressed. Okay, let's get our clear gel tacky glue. Come on. It is all about the handle for me too, Jan. You know what? Let's do this because this is going to drive me nuts. So there's our little dollops that are going to go along the bottom. It's easier if I just put it on the cake. Hey, Wendy. How are you? Okay, so we've got our drips. We're making a birthday cake. Happy birthday to Sam. Happy birthday to Sam. I just feel like singing again. Happy birthday, dear Sam. Happy birthday to you. I wish these were a tad drier. I am watching my fingers. Hold on. What the heck did I just do? Lavender blue, pink, lavender blue, pink. So far we've got our covered coffee can with our lavender glitter foam sheet. We have our ribbon that we've done this little pleated ruffle along the bottom. We took our half styrofoam ball and covered it with our Easter fluff from Hobby Lobby. And now we're just gonna go ahead, we've made these little dollops. We are going to place them around our edge. Oh no, do you have a cold? Hi, Jamie. That is terrible. Now, this will shrink. And what we're gonna do when this shrinks is we are gonna put, I have little tiny, yes, Anne. Hi, Dee. Okay, let's get, I'm going to kind of push these together. And we're going to try, so I have a small little dollop that we are going to fill in the gaps with. Minutes. So I'm going to push these together. I kind of want them to touch so that they don't separate. But I don't want to mess them up too, like mess up the actual dollop. So I'm just taking my tweezers. I'm gonna, while my glue is still wet, I'm gonna slide these over ever so carefully because we will get a little bit of shrinkage there, unfortunately. But I think if I push all of these, even though it's gonna mess up a little bit of my color, I'm gonna fit a blue one in there. Now I have glue on my finger. Ugh. Hi Dee. Hey Robin. Welcome home. I just saw your message come through. Okay, let's pop this out. Did that need a little bit of course, the very last one needed oil. So let's put some more oil in there. Hey, Ribbon Branch. I've got glue on my finger. Okay, so this blue is going to break up my pattern, but it's on the back and it's not going to matter. It's going to have so many other fun things going on. It's going to pop that right in. Okay. So that's where we're at. We've got, I'm going to go ahead and I'm probably going to do it out of mint green, or I will use the gold balls. But once this, we are going to get some shrinkage here in the clay. So I will go back in all of these spaces, and I'm either going to do, I have a really small dollop that we can make some mint green, or I will put little gold balls in between each little space. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to let this dry and shrink a little bit. I have been finding, I had just done a bunch of popcorn, and I had been taking my popcorn outside, and it dried so fast. Now you want to be careful if you're making something bigger. If it dries too fast and it's bigger, there's a chance that the moisture evaporates so quickly that you will get cracking. But I was doing popcorn, and with these, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. But it does cut down the time of drying. So if you're making something small, I mean, I did popcorn. It was dry when I put it out in the sun. I mean, it was dry in like an hour. to where I could put it in a bag and none of them would stick together. So that was, it was just helpful. So here we are. Here is the start to our birthday cake that we're going to be doing. Oh, yep. That is my cue to go live at my normal time. So that is my cue that Teresa is about to go live. So let's head on over to Flowertown Crafts and catch her again. Teresa, thank you so much for switching with me today so that I could go watch my sweet grandson. Hi, Jess. My sweet grandson play his soccer scrimmage. It's not even a game, but I want to see a bunch of 3-year-olds run around trying to kick a soccer ball. We will finish this actually next Friday. So this will be part 2, next week's edition of Friday's Fabulous Fakers, unless there's like some theme that we're doing that I don't know about. We will do part 2 of this beautiful She's a Sweet One Sweet Treats cake. So thank you for joining me. Let's head on over to Flowertown Crafts, and I hope you guys have a fantastic not 4th of July, Memorial Day weekend, and I will see you back here at the craft room soon. Have an absolutely fantastic day. Happy birthday, Sam!